Hi everyone, it's Bridget again. So this is going to be a little bit different video. I just did the coming out in faith monologues, and so I thought I would do that for you guys. I was going to record the rehearsal, but I couldn't find a camera person. So basically I'm just going to do it here sitting. I would like to show you though what I was wearing. So this is my nice dress. Got my nails done. So it'll be a little different. You don't get to see my heels, but hopefully you get the idea. So I guess here we go. Once upon a time, there was a princess. Her name meant strength. She was brave and fierce. Before her eyes and grimace, foes quailed. She was compassionate. Her faith was strong. God's love went with her everywhere. She knew her worth and loved herself. But outside her kingdom, darkness grew. In response to all the princess was, a jealousy coalesced. A malignant spirit. The spirit wanted what she had, what she was. If it couldn't be here, then the princess would be neither. The spirit cast the most vile curse it could conjure. Its darkness was released to reform within the princess. Feeling ill, the princess lay down. When she awoke, the world, and she, had reformed. She was no longer the princess, but a little boy. Something is not right, she thought to himself. He reached out for God, but pulled back. Why would God help him when he was so wrong? So the little boy tried very hard to be what he thought everyone wanted him to be. But that did not quell the feeling of wrongness. As the boy grew into a man, he hid his pain, not wishing to burden others. But eventually, it all began to consume the former princess, until he felt he could no longer go on. In January of 2014, I had a crisis. That is not to say things were particularly good going into 2014, because for all my life, I felt something was not right with me. I had no idea who I was or what I was supposed to be, so I faked it. I'm good at faking it. Good at looking like I'm just being me when I have no idea what a me is supposed to be. A good boy, a polite boy, a good student, a business student. When my mind wandered to my identity, some event was there to distract me. My parents' divorce, bullies at school, my stepfather telling my mother I was a precious princess every night as I tried to sleep down the hall. I'm pretty sure that was his issues and not my identity. But crying into my pillow, I knew I didn't want to be a princess, because clearly that was bad. Eventually, I did begin to explore gender, in writing, in role games, then with a dom in what I deluded myself was just another attempt to shame myself and justify how worthless I felt. Slight problem with that. Dressing like a woman felt right and good, so I ran from it. Pushed it down deep. I found a marriage that reinforced my feelings of worthlessness. I fought off the sense my gender was at the heart of it all. Bring me back to the eve of 2014. I came down with the flu. I felt I was going to die twice in the span of a couple of weeks. First the fever, hallucinations, and a flashing headache that put me on the floor. That was followed by pneumonia. After that, I began having anxiety attacks that I hid. In my mind, my identity was unraveling. Finally, in July, after a panic attack left me horribly shaken, I made an appointment with a counselor. On July 18th, 2014, I said the 4 words out loud that changed everything. I am a woman. Some people, especially given the setting, and remember, this was done in a church, so may ask, where was God while I was struggling? There are 2 answers, both equally true. where I allowed God to be, and where God needed to be. When I was unable to accept myself, I was unable to accept God into my heart. Also, I needed to be prepared, to be the right person to accept myself. I always believed in a God of love, of acceptance, of closeness, but felt I was unworthy of that love. On my way home from the counselor, I felt that love for the first time. Like sunshine without the burn, like the warmest embrace ever, it wrapped me up. So much love, so proud, so overwhelming. I'm grateful for the pain. I would never wish it on another, never want to go through it again. But without it, I would never be the person that I love today. That suffering and God's love gave me the strength to leave an abusive relationship, made me brave enough to come out to my friends and family and accept their love and support. There's something else I've come to realize. My fairy tale is backwards. There is no evil spirit, only the story of a princess becoming. A wonderful girl who chose a name that means strength. A girl who found her bravery, happiness, confidence, a little bit of fierceness. Oh, and a whole lot of faith. I am loved by so many, and most important, I love myself. Best of all, every day I get to work on my own happily ever after. So that was it. Probably works a little bit better if you can see all of me and you can see that the fairy tale part is in a journal. Ooh, over here. There's going to be probably a documentary coming out about this, because while the coming out monologues have been around for a while, this was the first time there was a coming out in faith monologues. So one of our co-directors does documentaries, and he wanted to do one, and I agreed to be part of that. So hopefully that gets out there sometime. It was an amazing experience. While I was nervous in every rehearsal, I was calm, unbelievably calm all day and happy. Even when I went out and my mic in the rehearsals, I wasn't wearing a dress, and so there was a place to put my mic, and there was nowhere to hook a mic on my dress. So I just had to put it on the little stand that held my book, and of course the mic cord got hooked on my journal, but that didn't affect me either. I just kept on going while I got it unhooked. So it was an amazing experience, and I absolutely love my co-performers. We've become quite the little group, so that's fantastic. I will be doing another video shortly, hopefully tomorrow, which is probably when this one will upload. So it's going to be mostly an update video. I'm going to cover my first laser hair removal session in it, as well as a lot of the other things that are going on. So hopefully that's good. Also, any of you who are watching this, please, if there's anything that you want to know or see, leave it in the comments section, and I'll try and answer those questions. Thank you to everybody who's been watching, and to the few co-workers who have gotten on here and seen these. Rest assured, Bridget will be coming to work soon. There is a plan in place, and it would be premature for me to reveal it, but yeah, hopefully you're all as wonderful as I think you're going to be. So I'll be talking to you all soon. Bye.